Welcome to Achangingchurchintl, we practice I am. Before we get started, we say I am taking the faith. All right, everybody feel like saying I am. And what God says I am, I can do. I believe. God's word says about me. And I'm the world. So we do the blood of Jesus Christ. Father, I bless you for the day. I thank you for who you are. Thank you for how you love us, how you care for us, how you make us more like you. Send up your word. Send up our work. We love you. All right. Wisdom that divine. Now, honestly, I am not a proponent of evolution. We evolve in our way, our mind, our thinking, our knowledge, our processes. So eventually, we get knowledge in our mind, we get our knowledge that changes us. What happens? We grow. And when we grow and when we develop, what does that do to people that was state of mind as all over? But the thing about us is we don't allow them to do that. We don't allow them to. We don't. Sometimes allow them to keep people around that's not necessarily as good for us. Try to keep things around that's not necessarily what we need. And for the sake of the truth. But sometimes God is calling us to a different. All right. There's a saying that if I know better, I do better. But in doing better, sometimes it means because a natural separation of those who might not share the same wisdom or we must allow it to avoid the natural instinct to stay with the pain without it calling us to wisdom naturally separates us from those who refuse to change their mindsets and act with higher. So naturally, when I learn something, when I learn to do something better, when I learn to do something different, when I learn a different method, on trying to do something anytime it gets stuck, anytime they want to do the same, anytime they want to change. Some of us, God has given us later, but really, what we find. If God is making the time, I'm going to go back and do that with the goal. And God's calling us to that. Our scripture comes from Peter 4 and Matthew 25, 1 through 13. Okay. All right. They are surprised if you don't join them in the same flood of wild living and the slander. Now, this group of a whole other scripture, but Peter is talking about the Christians that were living in a polytheistic world of debauchery. And when God had saved them, and he's like, hey, I'm not going to be mad because you keep them. People are not going to be mad because you're doing something actually. People are upset because you're not beginning to not do the same thing that they would do. And so they're going to begin to ostracize you just because you think this is the same thing that they. Now, sometimes people will say, well, or she thinks that they're what? They think they all, they think that, well, really, ain't nothing to it. Now you got those people that make a decision in their life, and then they want everybody to make the same decision. The person who decides to go on YouTube, and then everybody is trying to show videos of all the kids. Cows, it is. I tell you all meat and won't take their packages to college power. Sit over in the corner and do it. Now, but sometimes there are people you say, hey, would you like this hot piece of chicken? No thank you. Or what you say? I'm trying to necessarily force yourself down on someone. Because you said, you know what? No thank you. Some people say, look, and all you said was what? Okay. Now the main part of our scripture, all right, and we'll start at verse 1. And at that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who went out to meet food. 5 of them were foolish, and 5 of them were wise. When the foolish took their lamps, they did not take oil with them, but the wise men took oils in their flasks with their lamps. When the groom was delayed, they all became drowsy and fell well. In the middle of the night, there was a shout, here's the groom, come out to meet him. Then all the virgins got up and trimmed their lamps. The foolish one said to the wise one, give us some of your oil, because our lamps are going out. The wise one answered, no, 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 there's not enough for us to give you. Go instead to those who sell oil, buy some for yourself. When they are going to buy some, the groom arrives, and those who were ready with and the women and the Lord said, later the rest of the virgins and also said, after for us, God, see I tell you how to do it. Be a virgin for the Lord, now, if this was Hollywood, some nice film, what would have happened? Oh, that's okay. I mean, I understand that you have, I understand that you did not. But I'm going to have grace and mercy and open the door and let you remember the time you listen. Next time, but is that how life works? Is that how life works? No, it's not how life works. Sometimes you get an opportunity, you try to set up an opportunity, but if you're not prepared at the moment of the opportunity, it will happen. The opportunity will what? Pass you by. Remember now, they all knew the opportunity. Okay? They all knew that the bridegroom was what? But he also delayed the timeline. And it's funny how they worded it. They said in the middle of the world. Because sometimes opportunity, when it's finally time to seize the opportunity, it might be at an opportune moment. Because it's the middle of the world. Okay? Let's go back to the Lord. I want you to understand. Okay? The wise versus the foolish, right? Wise were what? In what? In the faith, right? But the foolish ones were what? Why do you think it was faith? They didn't have enough oil. So what do you think they didn't have? Somebody gonna give you what? The oil. Somebody gonna go what? They I have, and I have that. Another kind of way to think is we might have had enough oil just for the time frame they what? They just say, hey, well, I just got enough oil for well, what? But then why I say because what's their response? Their response is not, hey, oh, right, okay, let me go and try to find oil real quick. So they said, what? They want some oil. Let me get some oil up off. That's what they say. You all got that person in my life. Let me borrow it. Let me borrow it. Borrow. Right? And it's funny that those people get finances, they get other resources, but it seems like they don't make it try to buy the things they can. Okay? So, one to talk more about this is that at the end of the day, the wise had enough oil. Something the wise understood, and they did remember, wisdom is not knowing something. Wisdom is the application of what knowledge. So you can know all you want and not be wise. The Latins have a term for it called sophomoric. It's a wise fool. That's where you get the term what? Sophomoric. Wise fool. Okay? Now, so you can know everything if you don't apply it as simply as what? Fool. Because they all look rivalries. They all work together in their own way. They all work what? Left, forward, right. And then, before I go over this, maybe the foolish take up that. Maybe the foolish have better outfit. Maybe the foolish eyelashes are their hair was better. But they focused on the most important thing, which was what? Oil. The thing that really needed to be what? For what? That could be the difference between gaining your opportunity and you what? Not having your what? Opportunity. We have to understand what's exactly the main thing that is what needs. If you don't get that main thing, you can have all the peripheral stuff. You can have all the things around it. But if you don't get what you need, then what's going to happen? You're going to miss out. You're going to miss out. And that's the crazy thing. It doesn't matter what you get peripherally. All right? Now, ready. All right? Because you have to be ready. The first thing is do what? Do what? Have to understand for our actions that we need power. We have to know what we need. Because who are responsible for understanding we don't know over? Everybody. All what? It could have been if some more people were prepared, it might have been 7 wise or 8 wise, whatever. But it was just after that. But they who was responsible for going out and all they each one of them. That's why, Because a lot of us have burdens with that. Because some of us deal with this every day because we are surrounded by people. And so a lot of us would have been like, what? Our hearts will be what we would do. I'll give you my will, or I'll give you my will. As a matter of fact, I'll go get you the will. And guess who gets up? Both of y'all. Because sometimes it's so nice to try to save everybody. But sometimes it's for the condition to do what? Sometimes I say, no, 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 myself. I am sorry, even though it hurt my feelings. No, you can't have any what? Or learning how to make what? And the funny thing, when it helps to understand something, Bernie Mac one time said, so like, I ain't able to create it. And his response was, don't worry about it. And it wasn't that you're being, but sometimes people feel responsible and try to make their responsibility what? No. Because you haven't seen me, and I can see make everything. But now you're trying to make your responsibility my what? Now, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't do things, but not implement. Because I was thinking, I taught high school, and this is going to go along this lesson. People, I've seen people get off too, not because only because they're trying to help a friend that was going to never do it. Trying to help somebody who never tried to. So be responsible. What? And you have to know what you need. Because there we go again. That's our responsibility. Because for some reason, the wise had an idea like the fool on the roof oil and what? Lamp. They didn't know how much it was. Learn how to ask questions. Learn how to be knowledge. And you be educated for the opportunity that you're going to what? Get. Because believe it or not, most things take into account. Somebody doesn't done it or have done something else. Believe it or not. Somebody else has done it or done something else. So let's educate and start. The biggest thing, man, the Lord was telling me about this today is aware. A lot of times we just somebody like my wife, and she would have been and she would have a lamp and her oil, but she noticed the other women had folks last oil. Well, I didn't what? What's the first thing my wife would do? I don't have enough. Or ask the question, why you got so much? Or I just brought me one of place. Why you got what? But we'll sit and sleep with people. We'll sit and party and chill with these people, but never absorb the knowledge that they don't have that because they never observed the break of conduct. Sarah got both last before. I would have got one. I'm not paying what? You know the biggest thing? Even when we live in certain neighborhoods, we don't pay attention to what's going on. Oh, they selling it $5. I get them. Oh, good business. But you keep not paying rent. Because COVID only because they had science part in science magazine for over a year. And one of my partners in the department at high school told me, oh, the school has been open. When they let us out there last time, why? Based on the article in science magazine. Because there are certain things that's going to perform that you really need to know. Do we need to know who a Republican is, how many he had? Does that affect our bottom line? Does that even affect that affect me as an individual? Unless I'm in business with him, unless somehow I am not what? But a lot of times the media are with those type of things. What dress, what color dress is this dress? And you're not what word or what? Aware of your what? And education all the time. People will dress so good. People will do all the social stuff. They're far as freshmen. They'll be like freshmen because and they'll go the next year sophomore. But really they're not even aware and they don't know that they're not really sophomore. But they all in what? Going around and all this stuff on in sophomore and they're not what? My daughter's just getting good. But it happens in my school all the time. But my son's class is not friendly. The next year, they all in what? Ooh, yeah. And they're not paying attention to it. They ain't paying attention to it. You can say you always work. If you been in high school 3 years and you don't got the credit, the year gonna put you in class you are technically a member of. That's what the yearbook will put you in the class you're supposed to be. So you can honor junior all you want to, but the yearbook, if you're a freshman, by standard, yearbook class with the freshman. But people don't pay what? And then holler, they party, they get all this stuff. Now that's really do. Because that's the first time to find out when they go to try to get their what? Their role. When they try to get their role, and that person won't graduate and say, look, no. Before you know it, it's 40 years, you thought you were graduating, and everybody going to ask you what. And you sit on the side and say, doing this, going to all the graduation parties, and you get away. Why? Also, because the thing about it is, you have to have the discipline sometimes to be responsible to get everything you need. Save up the oil. Save up the things you need so that you can be prepared for the outer what? The other food side room, they didn't look around, they just feel what? They gonna be I'm gonna be but the wild ones see, wow, people are already what? They don't care if that bridegroom whatever you say, I'm ready. Because even in the time that God gave them away for the bridegroom delay, they still they stuck together. They trying to act like so my wife and I were having children. When you're first, you kind of still do free with the rest of you can move through buy, you can go places, you can as you in your first breath. So that's the date is not what? Yeah. But let you get about 35. Now the window has what? I can't fly. You might can't go over here. Hey, we got a trip to Europe. You can't go. You can't go. Why? Because you have to be good. So you can't fly. You gotta be good for that. If you can have this child at any what time. I can't do what I was doing. Why? Because I gotta be yielded to this. I can't do everybody. So we have to understand that and this understanding and this wisdom sometimes around. Because your friends might still be doing it. Those friends might still be doing it. That's opportunity I have to do that. All right, summary. All right. Just like the 10 of us are meant at the marriage of time and opportunity. How ready we are will determine whether we are able to walk through the door like 5 wise men, or we stand outside the door, knocking like the foolish, open for a miracle opportunity to open the door and pass the by. Right? I heard the word. The Lord let it do me. It's intended for me. Let me give you a return on your investment. 30, 60, mercy, all right. Our email is church@com and our website is church. Until next time.